Well, it's Black Friday. A bunch of people out shopping. Not me. I was going to go out shopping today. I made the call, and the vintage junkyard I was going to make a trip out to see, he's closed today. So, that's okay. That would have been the extent of my Black Friday shopping. Never done it, probably never will. But anyway, I reached out to the scrap guy that took a bunch of scrap before. He's going to come for the pile of scrap I got over here today. So I'm going to start getting ready for that, get the tractor up and going, and get this out of here. This gets everything I shuffled over here over a while now. Some radiators and chopped up mattress and stuff. And I'm going to keep a couple of rolls of this fencing. I think that one and that one back there. And then like all these panels back here, those are some sort of metal farm fencing or something like that, grating. So hopefully we'll get that out of here today. Excuse me. All this metal piping and all that jazz, this crushed up fencing, an old mint roll of barbed wire. Somebody probably needs it, but not me. So I'm going to work on getting all this out of here today, and I'll probably follow through with some of the cleanup of the rest of the wood. The guy didn't take everything. He just took the prime stuff and left all the stuff that was slightly questionable. So I got, piles of logs everywhere still. Over there still, over there. I'm going to work on getting all these cleaned up, stacked somewhere neat for now. And I'll work on clearing up some of the brush. Because last I checked, I think we're going to get 6-7 inches of snow Tuesday night. And for those of you not in New England, there is totally different temperatures between a 30-degree day, because there can be a 30-degree day where I'm out here in a t-shirt, and then there's 30-degree days like today where I am bundled up and freezing. And I swear it's like the moisture in the air that, like, the more moisture in the air wraps you like a blanket and like saturates the cold into you. Today's one of those days, so I'm gonna be struggling a little bit today, but we'll get something done. Even if it's just getting the scrap metal out of here, it's all progress. So let's see what happens. And let's hope the tractor starts. It's cold. And just like that, went in the garage to fire off the tractor, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but it is snowing. I knew it was damp in the air. It's one of those cold days. Let's get to it. Well, Got my friend Devin out here that's taking away all the scrap metal for me, a couple of runs so far. And we got that whole pile out there. And I messaged him, I was like, I think I might have a trailer load of scrap metal for you. And that's the trailer overloaded. The bed's overloaded. Every time, like I was telling him, every time I dig into something, it's like peeling an onion here. Like, I thought there was like 3 or 4 of those panels. There was like 8 of them because they had just buried in the ground. So, but more progress. I like it. Good getting that out of here before the ground freezes and snow comes. Let's get back to it. Oh, that's relieving getting all that out of here. And it's a little past lunch, so I'm going to take a break, have a sandwich. Something popped in my knee about halfway through wrestling that stuff around, so I'm going to take a minute and see if I can decompress that thing a little bit and straighten it out, see what happens, and we'll go from there. Hopefully I can keep going for the rest of the day. If not, I'll probably be fine for tomorrow. Alright, so just going to do a video start, and neighbor pulled up, so got chatting with him for a few. But I did take a break, had some lunch. My knee's it's still not happy, but I don't want to sit around. Winter's creeping in, and it's going to be here fast. So I think what I'm going to do is, all this skirting on the bottom of these pine trees, it really looks like it should be in front of a witch's house. So I want to trim all that down and start clearing out some of these smaller trees out here in the middle and whatnot. So yeah, so all this like dead skirting here on these things, I want to get those cleaned up. So I'll probably stop messing with those. You can see they're overhanging the rock wall and stuff, and just they look decrepit. So all that, and then random piece of telephone pole, some metal scraps and whatnot. So I'll probably work on getting some of this cleaned up and whatnot, and eventually work my way over here. And while I'm at it, I want to get all this clear, but all these little tiny, like pine trees, that knee is not happy. All these small pine trees, the saplings, I think I'm going to leave them, because in the spring I'd like to dig them up and kind of plant them in between here, because I would like some sort of privacy along here, and if I can do it with natural growth, why not? And also, as a random thing, scrolling Facebook Marketplace the other day for car parts, I don't know if you guys remember them, but it's something called Mad Balls back in the day. They were like a basketball with like a mean looking face on it and stuff like that. They didn't last very long. I saw somebody selling one for like $400. And then I started looking, and they're usually worth a good amount of money. Like all over eBay and stuff like that. At least a few $100 each. And I found one here in the woods over here a while ago, and I threw it on this pile of rocks. I was like, is that still out there? Did I throw it away? It's still out here. There it is. It's not in the greatest shape, but I mean, if they're worth that kind of money, I'm gonna dig it out, clean it up, then see if there's comparable ones out there for sale. And I don't know, maybe there's one random thing that came off the property I can actually make a couple of dollars on. That'd be cool. Just found a pair of work gloves. This property just keeps giving. A little pair of leather work gloves. Not that they're good, it's just more trash to pick up. But anyway, I'm gonna set up, and I don't know where I'll be setting up the camera. I don't really want to put it across the street, so I'll probably just pop it around and see what we can do. And maybe I'll quit with my knee, I don't know, but I'm gonna start doing something anyway. Alright, so that was way more tedious than I thought it was. That stuff is like woven together. It's been growing and weaving into each other. That was tedious, but That whole section's down, and that's going to be a massive amount of brush. So I went over and put a piece of plywood on the pallet forks, drilled a couple of holes in it, put a ratchet strap around it to the pallet forks. So hopefully I can load that up, bring it out back to the big brush pile, dump it, and keep the plywood on the tractor and keep coming back for more loads. Let's see if it works. All right, so that's one all trimmed down, and you can't even see the tractor behind it. Wish me luck I can get all the way around out back without it falling off the tractor. Oh boy. All right, doesn't that feel a little better? That was only 6 more to do. Damn it. Not too open to do it. Even if I get 2 or 3 done today, it's still something that gets done today. Let's keep going. Well, tree number 2 is all cut down. There's number 1 over there. Tractor's all loaded up. Let's go dump that one. Keep moving. And on to tree number 3, 5 and 6. Tree number 3. Let's see what happens. And we got tree 3 and 4 down. Well, trimmed down. And managed to crush them together and get them on the tractor. Look how great that looks. Wait, you can't even tell. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's a big old pile on that. So I'm going to get that around out back. And probably be wrapping it up soon. Well, it's working with the light on the camera, but it's 1 tree trimmed up, 2 trees trimmed up, 3 trees, 4 trees. So there's still 30 more back there to do. But yeah, you can't even see me. Hello. But yeah, that's let me get back over the light. Well, that's it. It's cold, I'm sore, my knee's yelling at me, and it's time to wrap it up. It's well after dark, and just to show how cold it is, it did snow, and it's actually frozen. Here, it's actually frozen to the car. So we're definitely below freezing out here. And I don't know what, let's go see what the temperature is inside. But, like we always say lately, at least something is better than nothing. So we did get something done today. We got a massive amount of scrap metal off the property, and that's huge in itself. And actually gonna slide these two trash cans together. And because this thing leaks oil. So we're gonna prop this right there for the night. Perfect. I don't want to leak on my new plywood floors, and I don't want to leave it outside. So either way, that's good. Let's see what the temperature in here. Ah, it's colder outside today. Looks like we got about 31, 32 degrees. So it's definitely colder out there, because like I said, all that stuff out there is frozen solid. So we're gonna call it, and let's see what we do tomorrow. Will I continue with the trees? Will I finally wrap up some of the outside sheathing? If Chris or anybody else comes tomorrow, I'll probably work on getting some of that outside trim on. That stuff's like a banana, and I'm putting it up between 12 and 15, actually 12 and 15 foot lengths. And that stuff is just unruly. So like if you look, I'm picking up one end and it's only picking up about 10 feet of it, and it's still on the ground. So trying to banana that overhead and get it lined up straight and all that stuff, that's not fun by yourself. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Check back in and something will be happening. Thanks again for watching.